This is Yvonne Teoh Bource from Connect to Soul with your soul wisdom, and I'm really excited today, this morning, because I had a big aha moment. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that one of my greatest passions is the understanding of the process of creation and how we manifest, how that process of manifestation works. And I think that over the years, or I actually know that I have been working that very, very well. However, I've had an Achilles heel that I'm going to be now revealing to you very honestly, and I think it's an Achilles heel that 99.9% of the population of this planet has, and it is because of our conditioning that we have it. And that is the fear of running out of money, the fear of not having enough money. So numerologically, my ruling number is an 8, which of course has to do with being able to manifest and manage money. And that has been one of my greatest lessons. So I've always had enough, and I've always had what I needed when I needed it. However, I had this underlying fear that I would run out, and the reason for that is quite obvious from my upbringing, from my experiences in my upbringing, where we had lots of money and lost it, lots of money and lost it, and varying other things. So I grew up with this pattern of having and it disappearing, and having and it disappearing, and being abundant and then struggling, and being abundant and then struggling. And that was really what I grew up as, watching my parents go through. Not that I ever really suffered and went without. I always had a home, I always had food to eat, even during war times. I don't remember being hungry. I do remember the fear on my parents of being able to provide for us or to keep us safe. However, so that is really the background of some of the conditioning that is underlying this fear of running out. The interesting thing is, because of my ability to manifest, I never really do. Well, almost never. There have been moments when I have just about run out, but then there's always someone who will step forward and support me. And those people I call them my earth angels, that have stepped forward to support me in moments where I really did run out, I am forever grateful for. So today I wanted to talk to you because this morning I was listening to some of my YouTube videos, as I do, and I was listening to one of Esther Hicks's, Abraham, talks about money. And you can know something for years and years and years. You can even teach it, as I do, and you can manage to implement it pretty well. But if there is just that tiny little underlying something that doesn't quite get you where you want to go, then that's the one that will always come and grab you at the most inopportune moments. And I thought this topic was really important right now at this time of the year, because around Christmas time, so many people go crazy. I think that includes me. I am one of these people that really loves to give presents at Christmas time. So I know a lot of people say to me, oh, you have to do Kris Kringle, which means that you get, somebody's name and you buy one present. Look, honestly, I don't have a big enough family to worry about that. And if once a year I focus on giving people a gift, then that is wonderful, and I like doing it. So don't take my gift giving away from me. However, it does put a bit of strain on the old purse, or wallet, or whatever you want to call the container of your money. So this morning I was listening to this talk, and it's funny because, years ago when I wrote Pearls of Vision, which were wonderful statements and phrases, I wrote, you are not rich because you have money. You have money because you feel rich. And I really understood that up here. And I think I have integrated that probably 95%. But I believe this morning I got the other 5%. And I tell you why, because I was once more looking at the money dribbling out of my wallet, because I go a little bit overboard at Christmas time, and I love it. I just love it. I'm not taking that away from me. And I realized that I was, looking at it going, you're getting a little bit down, So the old 5% of fear of lack comes up, and it just sort of niggles at me. And I go, look, I don't have to have it, and I do all the things that I teach. But this morning I decided to listen to some wisdom from Abraham. And it just gave me that 5%, and I wanted to share it with you. Because I've said it many times, but you know how it goes, you get to that ka-chink moment, what I call critical mass, when it goes from knowledge to knowing. Well, that's what happened to me this morning. It went ka-chink, and I went, it just integrated into the whole of me. And it was to do with the same phrase. You are not rich because you have money. You have money because you feel rich. Now, the silly thing about it is that I was focusing on creating more abundance. And when I decided to write down what would that be like, having all that abundance, I realized that it would be exactly the same as where I am now, because I'm surrounded by abundance. I turn on the tap, there's water. I want a cup of tea, I get a cup of tea. I want to go to bed, I have a bed. I want to be warm, I turn on the heater. I want to be cool, I turn on the cooler. I want light, I switch the light on. There isn't anything that I need on a daily basis that is not available to me almost immediately. Now, that wasn't always the case, but today it is, because I have been manifesting wealth and abundance for many years now. So then why would I in any moment think that I don't have that? The only reason that I might even think that I don't have that is fear of the future. Because in the present, I have everything I need or want. But if I think about what I might like to do in the future, right now I don't have the finances for that. But I know it'll be there when I need it, because it always is. So it's only when I think of the future that I feel any sense of, I can't call it fear, anxiety, anxiousness about, maybe I have slight doubt. So this morning when I was listening to her, what came across, and it's a phrase that we use so often, and I use it all the time because I work with energy, and I'm always saying you can't get there from here. So if you are focusing on not feeling happy, you cannot have happiness, because the not feeling happy vibrates at this level and the feeling happy vibrates at that level, and the two cannot live in the same space. That is energetically very easy to understand for me, and I hope for you. So you can't get there from here is that if I'm spending all my time being miserable because I'm not happy, and I expect that to be different, how is that phrase? If you are always going to do the same thing, whatever, I always say, whatever you focus on, you bring about, but do you understand that? So if I'm focusing on fear of lack, then that's all that's available to me. So this morning, the ka-chink happened because there was this minute there that I can't exactly remember what she said or how that came across, where she was explaining how if you are focusing on money, because of our conditioning, now I'm adding that bit, because of our conditioning about money, there are very few people on this planet who are able to focus on money without some sort of doubt, fear, feeling of lack. That is the conditioning that we get from the people that have the money, from the governments, from the banks. We're always being told that we are needing to struggle for some reason financially. When exactly, there is enough money on earth for everyone to be millionaires, but we won't go there. So, but the thing that really happened this morning for me was that I recognized that this thing about you can't get there from here was, Abraham said, through Esther Hicks of course, take money out of the equation. And it was in that moment it went ka-chink. I'm always teaching that whatever you are asking for, you have to become the energetic vibration for it to be able to connect with you. But because of our conditioning, money's energetic vibration doesn't always equate to what you're asking for, no matter how much you ask for it. So if you take money out of the equation and you just ask for whatever it is that you would like, and then you look at what would it be like to be like that and be like that. But even bigger than that is you need to focus on what you already have that is making you feel vibrating up here. Because when you're thinking of what you want, you're talking about lack instantly. The word want means not having it. So if you are asking for something you want, you take yourself to a lower vibration of not having it. And you can't have what you want by focusing on what you don't have. It's really very simple. So look around and go, what do I have? What do I have an abundance of? I have an abundance of everything. I have an abundance of sunlight. I have an abundance of air. There it is. I have an abundance of electricity. I have an abundance of food. I'm about to go shopping after I've done this video because tomorrow I am cooking dinner for my clients and students at the end of the year to celebrate everything that we've achieved for the year. So I will go to the supermarket and I will have a plethora of choices of what I want to cook and what I want to buy. It's all there for me. So there are always choices. I said when I turn on the tap, water comes out. Now, when I was a child and lived in Indonesia, we had a large tank near the kitchen, an open tank. And at 12 o'clock every day, we could turn the tap on to fill that tank with water. Because we had taps, but when you turned them on, there was no water coming out. And so to have a shower, there was no water coming out of a shower, although there was a shower. I don't know that we have a shower in the bathroom. I don't think we did. But we had a bucket with a stick in the middle, right? And then there was a big container with water, and you would put the bucket in, and then you would throw the water over you, except it was freezing cold. And although it was the tropics, I have never been one that likes cold water on my body. So it was kind of, I'd have to go 1, 2, 3, grab the bucket, oh, But hey, so when I turn the tap on now, and I can have a hot shower, a cold shower, a medium shower, whatever I want. Yes, I'm so grateful, and that gratitude expands me. Now, in that expanded state, I'm available for all the other wonderful things that live up there. And that was the ka-chink moment. When I look around me, and what am I asking for abundance for? I'm sitting in abundance. No matter how small the abundance is, there is so much abundance that is free, that does cost no money. The beauty of nature is available to us completely free. The air we breathe is free. The sunshine is free. The rain is free. You know, if you live near the beach, sitting on the beach and watching the waves go in and out and being in that beautiful space is free. Have a look around you and appreciate what it is that you already have, and then focus on that with all the gratitude you can muster. And it's from that place that you will create what it is that you're asking for. You cannot create what you're asking for from the not having it. Wow, biggie, yes? So I wrote, stop asking for what you want. It is by being grateful for what you have that what you want can appear. So I'm going to say it again. Stop asking for what you want. It is by being grateful for what you already have that what you want can appear. I hope that gives you the ka-chink moment that it gave me once more. It's not new to me. I have been teaching it for years. However, and I have lived it for years. However, I can honestly own up to you that there are moments when I see it dribbling out of my wallet faster than it's going in, that old Achilles heel raises itself a little bit and goes, aha, running out, running out, running out. And it's in that moment that I have to go, thank you, but no thank you, and look at what I have created already, what I have, what is surrounding me, and I go, what are you talking about? You already have everything you need. There is not one single thing in this very moment that I need that I do not have. Now, I feel incredibly fortunate and grateful for that. And I know that there are probably people that are watching this that may not feel exactly the same. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, if you've been able to have a drink, if you've been able to eat something, if you've been able to breathe air, if the sun's coming up for you, even if the sun is hidden behind clouds, you know it's there, it's light, then all of these things are there for you. Be grateful for them because they're the gift of life. When you can appreciate the innumerable gifts that life offers you on a daily basis, it's from that place that more is on the way. So that was my ka-chink moment, and I couldn't wait to share it with you. I really would like you to create this exercise where you spend 90 days. Let's do it together. 90 days. Every day you will focus on all the wonderful things that you have. It doesn't matter how small it is or how big it is. As I say, breathe the air, right? And be grateful for that. Be grateful for the people that pick up your rubbish. Be grateful for the person who offers you a cup of coffee. Be grateful, be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. And then have a little peek and see how many more wonderful things are coming towards you that you really weren't even thinking of. I promise you it will be so. It's happened to me over and over and over again. You know, it just happens all the time when you come, when you live in alignment with Source, when you live connected to Soul, when you live in not as a separate unit to the All That Is. The more connected you are to the All That Is, the more things appear when you need them, as you need them. What a wonderful life really is. And if you are finding yourself in any state of need or want, just stop for a moment. Take a pen and paper and write down all the things you have already. And then feel blessed and grateful for those things. And focus only on those things. And take money out of the equation. Because often the things you want, they come to you in different way than what you asked for. So, I have to tell you that one of the things that I really want to do is I want to cruise. I really like the idea of being on a ship and seeing the world. And I've done some of that. But 2019 is very busy for me, doing all this wonderful work. I have 2 retreats. I have an achievement plan workshop on the 1st of January. I have an inspired manifestation masterclass in June. I have a trip that I to go and see my wonderful grandchildren in Kuala Lumpur. So I am fairly busy. I have some other things planned. So it doesn't leave really any time for cruising, except I am, because I'm having a wonderful 2 weeks in February with beautiful friends of mine who have this amazing luxury motor launch. And I'm going for 2 weeks with them. And that's cruising with people I love, doing things I love. And when I'm in that energy of love and gratitude and joy, wonderful things continue to come my way. And they will for you as well. But focus on that which you're grateful for, that which you have, that which brings you joy in the moment. And let me tell you, the easiest thing to be grateful for is that breath giving you life. Easiest thing to be grateful for is the fact you're alive. It's such a gift. It's wonderful. Beats not being alive. So, be grateful. And from that place, bring in everything you need and everything you want. So go out in a state of grace, which is gratitude is an attitude of grace. And just see what happens. Have a great week, month, day, whatever, but be grateful for them. Because you've got them. I love you. Love yourself. And have the attitude of gratitude. And please let me know how many wonderful things that come to you as a result of that. Just leave me comments below. And remember, if you want more of my work, all the links are there. By the way, I have a couple of spots available for the May retreat and a couple for the September, but you've got to hurry. Okay, I'm grateful for you. Namaste.